Hello. Today is 22nd of March. A month went by since I got the news that Russian government recognized the independence of Donetsk and Lugansk. And 26th day of the invasion. So, wanted to talk about the changes that happened since the last video. I will call it stages. So, stage one, I heard the news, and the impact was shock and desire to help my family, be with them, read the news, do everything I can to show moral support, right? Then stage two, it affected me. All the news got to me, and I started feeling changes inside me. Got into the mindset of there is an enemy, and immediately dehumanization of an enemy. And stage three, recognition. So I looked at my own feelings from the outside somehow. I deconstructed it. And I checked with my previous before war convictions if I live up to the idea of a normal human being. Yeah. It's easy to notice those things when I'm not in there, right? When I'm not living in constant anxiety that the bomb will fall off on the house and an uncertain future, right? Because the news people getting are not always hopeful. Okay, stage four. I recorded the video, so stage four occurred approximately on the 10th of March, where I just confessed to myself everything that happened and the way it changed me and my perception. Stage six, started to look for help. And help, I asked my mom for an advice. I asked her, what should I do? I can't get her out. I can't get my sister out, my grandmother, my brother. I can't get them out. So what can I do to help being safe? Because obviously depression, anger, and hate doesn't help my family, like in no way. She advised to pray and imagine light encompassing the entire Ukraine. Yeah, of course I did that. The results we can watch in the news. Help. So I understood that the way to help would be not to bring them down, at least, right? Not to make them even feel worse, knowing that I'm unhappy. And it's a conundrum, right? All my friends all over the world, they have noticed I'm different, and they all have very good intentions towards me. They wish me well, and they're all worried about me. So naturally, I could not ask them for an advice, because an advice would mean I would have to come clean and tell how deep the radicalization is. Yes, how deep it hit, how much I am filled with anger and rage and uncertainty and everything, and helplessness. Helplessness is really strong motivator for rage. And yeah, you could see it with 30 million people at least. Helplessness plus rage. Okay, so I reached out outside. I reached out to people to people that don't know me per se, yes, and the kind of acquaintances that we kind of met a long time ago in the past. And yeah, talk to them about it. Actually, to one person. And got some fresh perspectives on the entire thing. I don't even remember what those were. I do remember that after confessing the entire darkness, I felt better. I heard it from the outside somehow. Then stage 7. Finding a way to get rid of it, like completely clean it up, remove it. And removing it, in my case, what I did was, to that new friend, I would tell who I used to be before the war, like what kind of person I am, what led to becoming what I am. And therefore, this way I kind of reminded myself, who am I? And the hatred started to go. I am no longer cheering for dead soldiers on the side of the enemy. I'm no longer trying to defend the actions of people who are trapped in war, because nobody will understand it until they are actually being bombed. Like nobody, like it. They'll be like, so yeah. I'm able to feel joy now. So stage 8, I started working, and working as if I feel joy. Like even when I'm recording something, I completely forget about the bad stuff. So I'm able to be back to the happy place and like cheerfulness that I always displayed. Yeah, so there it is. What it feels like on this day, 22nd of March. I hope the war will end as soon as possible. And I hope there will be a way to get rid of all the hate. Because Hate and rage is a big problem. It spreads. It's like a poison. Yeah. Thank you for listening. Peace.